Today we are reacting to Yes, Owner of a Lonely Heart.
That's right.
The song is for you.
Is it?
I don't know. Are you lonely? I'm
No.
lonely.
Are you?
Yeah.
Couldn't tell.
Not like through my day in, day out life, but right now, I could use a.
Are you being serious right now? Or are you just joking? I can never tell.
Well, I've been single for a while, and I've been going on dates. I'm in the process of finding the person for me. I would say, I feel like I am an owner of a semi-lonely heart.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I have moments.
Yeah, we all do.
Mm-hmm.
We can be vulnerable with each other here.
I know. That's what this is for. And, maybe we'll share a little bit later. We'll listen to the song, but it's already sparked some dialogue and some conversation. You have never heard this song.
I haven't. I've only heard one song by Yes. We did a reaction to Roundabout, and it was very interesting. I never heard
it's
anything
considered
like it.
prog rock.
I don't even know what that means.
Progressive.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
All right, so let's go for song number 2 for my boy Chase, who's never, I don't know a ton of them either. Let me be completely honest. So without further ado, let's just jump in. Anything else you need to say there?
I'm Paper Chase.
And it's the one and only Diamond Don Juan. And we are back with another reaction just for you.
Let's get into it.
Move yourself. You always live your life, never thinking of the future. Prove yourself. You are the move you make. Take your chances, win or loser. See yourself. You are the steps you take. You, and that's the only way. Shake yourself. Your every move you make. So the story goes. Owner of a lonely heart. Owner of a lonely heart. Owner of a broken heart. Owner of a lonely heart. I'm gone. Maybe there's another way to do this.
Teletubbies ass shit.
All right, I'm going to hit it with a little pause there. That was a strange little interlude.
Absolutely.
Little artistic intermission.
Yeah. How do you think they got those aerial shots back in the day?
Helicopter.
Do you think they really rented out a helicopter?
Yeah. What else would they have done? Hot air balloon?
Seems expensive.
It does seem expensive. So our options are hang glider.
Yeah.
Seems a little impractical for a video shot.
Yeah.
Hot air balloon.
Okay.
Helicopter.
Okay.
Maybe a big crane. I mean, not those though. I mean, over the bridges, it has to be
Maybe a kite.
giant kite. All
That'd
right.
be my thought, honestly.
But how about that guitar riff? Come on.
The guitar riff is fire. I love the switch up in the flow and the cadence of it. It seems very progressive to me. That sounds like something that nobody was doing back in the.
It is very interesting because you can just see the levels of like experimental, rock, whatever you want to call it, because they're taking, the classic instruments, but then they're mixing in the synths, and then just the arrangement is totally unique and interesting. And different than
interesting.
anything we've really listened to on the channel. So let's get back into it.
Move yourself. You always live your life, never thinking of the future. Prove yourself. You are the move you make. Take your chances, win or loser. See yourself. You are the steps you take. You, and that's the only way. Shake yourself. Your every move you make. So the story goes. Owner of a lonely heart. Owner of a lonely heart. Owner of a broken heart. Owner of a lonely heart. Say you don't want to chance it. You've been hurt so before. Watch it now. Eagle in the sky. How we dancing one and only. You lose yourself. No, not for pity's sake. There's no real reason to be lonely. Be yourself. Give your free will a chance. You've got to want to succeed. Owner of a lonely heart. Owner of a lonely heart. Owner of a broken heart. Owner of a lonely heart. My own indecision making leaves me so lonely, so lost and nowhere to go. In the end, you gotta go. Look before you leave me. Don't you hesitate at all. No, no.
Damn.
This music video is so weird.
I don't get what's going on at all, but there's got to be some sort of artistic vision that's just.
I think maybe they just got a director. They're like, yeah, let's do something interesting, different. And this guy just lost his fucking mind. Just ate a bunch of LSD. It just was like, yeah.
Yeah, what does it have anything to do with being an owner of a lonely heart? I mean, and I get the song. You know, the song is a lot
Do you
more
get it?
beyond that.
What is the song about?
You shouldn't put me on the spot like that.
I'm just curious on what your take is.
Well, I'm picking up the bits and pieces of it, and I think it's talking about, a person who, so, they've got that line in there where it says, like, you're always, like, thinking about right now, not thinking about the future.
Mhm.
Like somebody who's out there kind of not looking at the bigger picture of their heartbroken. They're not looking out for their self in the future. They're just kind of living a self-destructive life right now. It's kind of what I feel the premise of the song is.
Okay.
What do you think it's about?
Oh, I don't know. I was just wondering, is this a guy who's saying that, is it, okay. I'm trying to think of how I want to describe this. Basically, the chorus is like, owner of a lonely heart is much better than the owner of a broken heart. So is that his actual feeling? Like he really feels that way, or is he just lying to himself?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I know. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. It's like, are you trying to convince yourself
That it's
that that's really what, is best and what you want?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you really mean that?
Well, let's finish off the song and see if we have a new perspective. Oh, that's a real body.
Yeah. Stuntman got paid extra.
So interesting. So interesting. So, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't hear that him say much better than. So once you pointed that out and I heard it on the second one, it did give me a little bit of a different perspective of the song. I still think that what I was saying was accurate, but I think that you're right. It's more of like him trying to convince himself that his lonely lifestyle and this reckless lifestyle of, you know, the way he's living, he's like trying to talk himself into like it's okay.
When it's not.
When it's not okay.
I think it's both, because there's like a line in there that he was saying something about like exercising free will. And so I think it's like this back and forth of like trying to convince yourself that it's just better to be lonely than to have a broken heart. It's not worth it. But then also there's like this undercurrent of like you have to like exercise your free will and take risks. And part of that risk is having a broken heart.
Absolutely. But I do think like, you know, there is some realness to that line. Like, you know, we were joking in the beginning, like, oh, we have a lonely heart. Like, and I mean, it might be a joke, whatever, but like the truth is like, you know, like I'm still on the search for my right person. And when you're on that search, you do have a lonely heart. You know, I have family, I have friends and things like that. But like, you know, it does go into that. But right now, I'm not going to say any names, but there is somebody in my life who is a younger gentleman. He's in his early, more formative years of his early 20s, and he just got out of a long relationship with somebody that he was desperately in love with, and he didn't want it to end. They wanted it to end. And when I say he's down right now, though, that doesn't even describe it. You know, like he is heartbroken beyond repair at the, like what he thinks it'll never get better, you know? And I was having a conversation with him. We were kind of like, you know, joke around. I was like, bro, like, I was like, you don't understand that, like, this is a pivotal part of your life, man. Like, this happens, unfortunately, and this is gonna like push you into the person you're gonna become. And it could be negative, it could be positive. But hopefully it's gonna be positive.
Because that's what I think this song is about to me. Because people have that experience and then never move on for it. There's a lot of people who are never the same. They get into a relationship, they get hurt, they convince themselves that like she was the one or he was the one. They're never able to move on because they're holding on to this image of what the relationship was, or the pain of it was just so severe that they're never able to do that again. And you see it happen is it's not just young people. People go through divorces and then they just become like women haters or man haters because they're like, my ex was just so awful. And some of those experiences really are, you know, people get taken to the cleaners, or you find out somebody that, you know, you cared about, you know, was cheating or doing something, or, you know, spent all your money. You know, what's crazy is like dealing with homeowners for years, like doing what I do, sales. I've run into just the wildest things. Like you get an insight into people's lives. I'm bringing it up because we had a lady, this was just went totally off the handle. And it's like you start understanding human psychology, because at the moment I was like, this is not, something is happening here. I was still fairly young in my career when this happened, but this lady was just going off the handle and she kept moving the goalposts. We redid her roof and she's like, you did this wrong, you did that wrong. And I'm like, there's something that isn't right. Finally, after months of her refusing to pay, the husband finally comes to me. We had to threaten to put a lien on their house. He's like, my wife like spent all our money gambling. And I just, you know, I'm really sorry that this happened, but I can't pay the bill right now. But like these experiences happen, you think you know somebody, and then this thing happens in the relationship and it totally changes people's perspective to where they are sitting there and they're like, yeah, I don't know what's better.
I'd rather be alone forever than deal with that pain again.
Exactly.
Because the truth is people, I mean, I know like we both had our heart broken. I mean, that's a pretty, I mean, it's something that happens in life. And when you, I mean, some people get over it quicker than others, but like that is one of the hardest pains to go through, is like having your heart like genuinely broken, and you're like, what the, like, and you don't want it to be over, but they want it to be over. And it's like, that's so hard to deal with, you know what I mean? And like, I got out clean and I came out on the other side of it, but like you said, other people don't. And this guy I'm talking about, you know, it's like, oh man, he doesn't see like any hope for his future.
And I
it's
remember being in that
Yeah.
position at points in my life where I was like, I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like I don't see how I'm ever going to be able to, you know, get past this. And
that's why
on.
people who've never like had a broken heart, you know, like I know we've had our shares of battle scars and like real life scars and, you know, legal issues and trouble that's like shitty. None of it compares to like a broken heart is the worst out of it all.
What's weird though is still just like how these things can impact you. Having been through all these life experiences, I do have an understanding. You know, I went to jail when I was 16. Like I've gone through all this different shit in my life and all these, you know, I've been destitute at times, like made money, lost it all, built myself back up. So I have an understanding that even when I'm at a low, it's like a temporary thing that I can build myself back up. I've been in lower positions. I've gone through hardships in my life. I understand that there is a cycle to life. Some people more so than others. I seem to have just lived a chaotic life. But I know, like, hey, you've been through these hard times. You can build yourself up because you've done it before. But things still happen. Like in my last relationship, just being completely honest and vulnerable, I didn't really see it ending the way that it did. And so when that happened, like I just didn't have that vision of my life. It was like, oh, damn, this is like that. My future just changed. What I envisioned my future to be, that's no longer there. And then because I needed to have like that structure of family, like that responsibility in my life, because I am chaotic. Like my natural tendency is to like lean towards not thinking about tomorrow. Like this song completely sums my thinking. Like I am naturally inclined to just do whatever I want spontaneously because it's what I feel like doing, not think about consequences, not think about the future, and just say, fuck it. Like, I just don't care. So in a lot of ways, I think the reason why I leaned into the relationship is because I needed it. I needed something
stability
besides myself. And, you know, I was the one that was kind of providing stability in a sense, but it was like I needed something to attach to that made me more responsible, because then when I'd wake up, it's like, hey, you can't go do that. You have people to take care of. It was a very balancing nature in my life. So then that being gone, it was kind of like, well, what do I do now? Like,
go off the handle, fly off the handle.
There was a part of me that feels like that. Even now, I'm just like, if it wasn't for, you know, having the responsibility of being like a father, I would just go completely. And I'm not even saying like in a bad way, but just like, basically put it all on the line. Just like, I'm going to bet everything on the line, do something totally crazy, move somewhere, or just, you know, just because that's my natural inclination is to be like, hey, I'm, you know, not the type of person who deals with structure easily.
100%. I can definitely relate to that a lot. And yeah, I mean, I think the song hit on a deeper core level than I assumed it would. You know what I mean? And I'm glad we kind of addressed some of those lines in there, because it is some real shit, man. Like, it is some real shit. And I think a lot of people, even subconsciously, like they had such a broken heart that they don't even know that it's holding them back, but they're, you know, they're afraid to commit, and they're afraid to, you know, really put themselves out there because that pain still lingers, you know?
I see both too, because that's the other side of it. I know a lot of people and friends, and like, especially women, because I feel like women can always just jump from relationship to relationship, especially if you're an attractive woman. There's always some dude who is willing to, like, you know, whatever. Like, guys are, you know, we're different in that sense, is that it doesn't matter. Like, I personally have had a thing for damsels in distress in my time. Be completely honest, you know what I mean?
Interesting.
You know, just and I realize it's like just that like sob story thing. You know?
Oh God! All right.
I've made some bad choices,
Okay.
right? So there's always some dude like me that'll like come and say, so it's easier. But I've just known women that jump from relationship to relationship, and on the outside, you know, as a friend or whatever, you know, I'm like, yeah, that's not good. Or my guy friends who do the same thing, that they're just like going from relationship to relationship, and it's like, dude, you haven't processed or really even learned anything. Like I had a buddy that was doing that. He's like talking to me and he's like, you know, this, and I'm like, bro, do you know what the common denominator in all of these relationships is?
You.
It's fucking you.
Yeah, I know.
You know, you keep telling me, oh, this one did this and she was crazy. And then this one did this and she was crazy. And then this one did this and she was crazy. Yeah, they were all crazy. You chose each and every one of those women.
Yeah, or you drove them crazy.
Exactly.
One of the two, you know? Yeah. Oh, man, that's crazy. Well, I'm here to tell you guys, you know, my last thing we should say on this is if this song relates to you, if what we were talking about relates to you, man, just know there is light at the end of the tunnel, and just know that having your heart broken is all part of the human experience, man. It means that you love something strongly enough to let it consume you and hurt you, and that sucks, but at least you're capable of that kind of love.
Yeah, exactly, man. You just got to keep taking swings. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Got to keep taking swings. You got to keep being vulnerable.
You should have seen me out, dude, in Spain. Hola bonita, hola bonita, hola bonita. Then we go to Rome. Ciao bella, ciao bella, ciao bella. You just got to swing, dude. And you know you're going to miss 99% of the time. But
all you need
1%,
is that one.
and you might get a blowy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Paper Chase.
And it's the one and only Diamond Down One, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.